And Philip Robinson on board, with Mark Tompkins already amongst the winners today. Iamus is 33-1. That's ridden by Walter Swinburne, the rank outsider, the guaranteed £6,000 just for turning up. Mons is the 11-10 on favourite, and Patheddery rides.
And there is the favourite, around whose head all these rumours are revolving. Luckily, he doesn't know about that, and all he knows is that he's been improving steadily ever since his first run. Admittedly, it's possible that in the Royal Lodge Stakes at Ascot last time out, part of that improvement may have been caused by the ground, because it was very much softer.
Here's Beecham King, who I watched winning at Haydock 2 runs ago. Easily the biggest horse in the field, and it's interesting that he's been supplemented for this race. He's a horse who's got a lot of scope. I'd say more scope than anything else in the race, for sure. And he did well to win. If you've been to Ascot to watch him run, I was a little bit concerned the fact that he was on his toes. He also got himself a bit warm, but I think that's just him, because it certainly didn't worry him in the race at all. He travelled really well. You'll see probably Mons and Even Top going off to make the run, and I'm sure that he'll settle in and have a good lead from them.
And here is Even Top. There is Even Top, rather, just leading Beecham King down. Well, Even Top too can claim to have been improving steadily. His last run was particularly impressive. At any rate, impressive on the form book, because he made all the running in the Somerville Tatzel Stakes at Newmarket to beat Tumbleweed Ridge a length and a half, and Tumbleweed Ridge went on to win the Horace Hill at Newbury. That was a really hard-fought victory, but nevertheless it was good class form, and Even Top beat him fair and square. Admittedly, Tumbleweed Ridge's trainer felt that he was probably a little bit inexperienced that day. Nevertheless, Even Top beat him, and that was his.
Is very kindly given a cash prize of £200.
It's fascinating down here, this opposition to Mons, because some of the leading rails bookmakers are trying to get it. Hill's laid an even £5,000, Mons. It has been really well backed, but the negative vibes mean that it's being held up by some of the other rails bookmakers. On the boards, it's generally 5-4 on. It's an 11-4 each of two. They're equally well backed, Beecham King and Even Top. Iamus, the rag double cub at 33-1. Only one maiden has ever won this race in 34 runnings. Henry Cecil's Approval was a maiden when winning in 1969. Bookmakers no hope, they don't feel, of a double carpet rag winning for them. But Mons, some of the biggest firms are standing up against it. The public are in for it. I don't know down here whether to make Mons a positive or a negative. The vibes are so bad, but there is money for Mons.
And there he is. He has his reckoning is that Even Top and Mons are likely to share the donkey work of the early stages, and I just think that might suit Beecham King. What do you think, John?
Well, I think that's exactly right. He's a horse who gets himself a little bit wound up. It'll also, not that I'm saying he's going to be involved in the finish, but it'll also help Walter Swinburne on Iamus, because he's been really keen on the way to the post. Got himself just a little bit stewed up, but I said that's just him. I'm sure he's going to be a better horse next year. Beecham King, so he's filled out, big frame. Already had a big price winner this afternoon, Mark Tompkins.
Even Top and Iamus in, followed by Beecham King, and there you are, Graham.
And Mons the last to load in what seems to be a huge number cloth.
Last one coming in. Gate shut, clear.
That's it then, race away for the Racing Post Trophy. It's over a mile, Group 1 standard. Must ask 5-4 on this Mons as they burst out of the stalls, and he makes the running. It isn't that great. Even Top the outside of Beecham King, and Iamus is the back marker. I must say it's interesting to note that all the Maktoum Empires and the Abdullah Empire are not represented here, with Mons striding out into the lead, going on by about a length to Even Top in second place, and then we have in third Beecham King, and a couple of lengths back to the fourth place Iamus, and they come down towards the turn into the home straight and halfway. In this, the Racing Post Trophy, with Mons the second favourite for the Vodafone Derby next year already, and he has the edge to even top the horse with the noseband. Beecham King in the orange colours. They spent £15,000 to put him in the race earlier in the week, and the back marker is the Armus in the green cap. And still, they've gone past the 4 furlong marker, and even top ranging alongside Mons. Beecham King and John Reid has the pair in his sights, and they come down past the 3. And Mons the rail, pressed by even top on the outside. Beecham King still striding like a good one back in third place, so they've got a quarter of a mile to go. Even top, Mons the rail. Here comes Beecham King with a strong run on the outside. Iarmus is 4th of 4 and has been throughout. Come down to the final furlong, and Beecham King lengthens on the outside, goes into the lead. Even top is in second, Mons held in third, Iarmus in 4th, and Beecham King goes to work, draws the length of the good, over on the line, and up to the post is Beecham King who has it. Even top is second, Mons is third, and Iarmus in 4th. And so the result then of this, the Racing Post Trophy, the progressive Beecham King, owned and bred by Mr. Eric Pencer, the son of Nishapur, trained at Arundel by John Dunlop, the champion trainer-elect, has won this Group 1 race at 11 to 4. Second horse home is number 2 on the card, Even Top. Mark Tompkins trains, Philip Robinson rides, and third was number 4, Mons, who tried to make the running. Pat Edery tried to steal it. He kept on bravely inside the final furlong of this little horse, but he had no answers to Beecham King, who is the most progressive horse, who came from off the pace to come and steal it, quickened up to take a length out of them, and then just hands and heels to the line, and John Reid's 98th winner of the season.
Well, for once the race has gone rather as we expected. Mons immediately set off in front. Even Top was never better than second, and he didn't take Mons on at all. In fact, the very early pace I don't think was particularly fast. But Mons quickened up quite soon, and John Reid was able to settle Beecham King. He did pull for a while, but now he's got him beautifully settled. The only question will be when he presses the button, and will Beecham King have enough to go past the other 2?
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot better to come from this horse. Looked much happier on the ground than either of the 2 horses leading at the moment, and I just thought that was a good performance at Ascot for him to win on the soft, and he's taken John Reid into the race at this stage. And Philip Robinson, he knows that he's collared Mons on his inside, got his head down, making the most of this horse's stamina. It's a furlong further than his last win, Even Top, but try as he made, this horse had too many guns for him in the closing stages, and well, he's a horse for the future, there's no doubt about that. Very good performance from Beecham King. And for John Reid, won the big race last Saturday, of course, with Spectrum, the Dubai Champion Stakes.